Hello guys, welcome back to the vlog. We're casual vlogging today. I'm with Micah. We are at Island Vintage, one of my favorite little spots to get coffee, matcha, breakfast, lunch. They also turn into a wine bar at night. I've never been, but it sounds really cute. We're just having a little day, but I wanted to vlog this week because we've got some updates going on. We've started very early stages, but we've started kind of wedding planning, which is crazy. I'll update you on that later because yesterday we kind of sat down and got the ball rolling, which is crazy. I've said this before, but like I've processed that I'm a fiance. Yes, we know this, we get it, but I haven't fully processed that I'm gonna be a bride. Right now though, we are actually gonna get some breakfast and talk about some plans for our courtyard because right now it's just a big scary weed-filled mess in there, and it's actually, I feel like the part we were most excited for about the house was like the courtyard, which is hilarious because that's been like the least taken care of. But I brought my iPad so we could like kind of come up with some ideas, but we're gonna do some planning for makeover we want to do in the courtyard, and I'm really excited about that. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sit down, have a little brainstorming sesh. I'm excited.
Or some sort of, I don't know, something.
I mean, that corner is useful. Like just 2 chairs, and then even if it was like a mini fire.
That's funny they say that.
Look at this blueberry. It's huge.
The shower, like an elevator, you know, the shower.
I'm honestly even a little embarrassed to show this just because we have not been taking care of this. It's so out of control, but we know that we have this project coming up, so it's kind of just gone to this. But we had a good planning session. We discussed filling in basically these areas over here. We don't want this area to have any maintenance because when we were taking care of it as well, we would have to water it, trim it. We already have a pretty big yard, so it would just be another area to take care of. So we want it to be as low maintenance as possible. There's honestly so much space to work with. I have always wanted an outdoor shower, and I think kind of right here would be the perfect spot, especially because there's a water spout, so that would work perfectly. I'm picturing like a surfboard, have the water spout coming out. That would be super cool. And then over here, we're still figuring out what we want to do, but there's so much space to work with. I do think we want to do a mini chair setup just so that we could sit out here if we wanted to hang out. So maybe like a little table or a mini fire pit or something. I don't know. We're still obviously just throwing out ideas, but have like 2 chairs over here just to make this more of a usable space, and then hang up our surfboards on this wall. Fill this in with some nice pretty rocks, put some decorative things. Right now there's honestly just like so much crap everywhere, but it is such a beautiful space, and when we do have people over, it's nice to have them like walk through here. We don't do that right now because it's just such a mess in here, but this is honestly one of my favorite parts. When we bought the house, I was like, I love this courtyard, so I'm really excited to work on that. Okay, I made this little list of things that I need to do to kind of get the ball rolling on this whole wedding planning process, which I want to take you guys along for and include you on. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. I still can't believe that this is all happening. I'm just feeling like, how the heck did we get there? And this is actually a pretty personal topic that I've never talked about on the internet, but I actually restarted going to therapy shortly after Mike and I started dating 3 years ago. And prior to that, I hadn't gone since I was a teenager and in high school. But it was crazy because once he and I started getting very serious, I realized that I had a lot of previous relationship trauma that I thought I had worked through, but it was clear that I didn't. I noticed that I would overthink situations to the max and then project those anxious thoughts onto him, when really it had nothing to do with him and it was just my past creeping in, which wasn't fair to him because to him it probably felt like I didn't trust him, and that's when I had to take a step back and realize that I can't solely rely on someone else to fix me, but I need to do that inner work myself. And so that's what sparked me going back to therapy again. I wanted to say thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. They're on a mission to make starting therapy easier. I know it can be scary, or maybe you don't know where to begin, but with BetterHelp, all you do is fill out a questionnaire and then you'll get matched with a therapist in as little as a few days. My therapist helped me work through and identify a lot of my triggers and really got me to look inward on why certain things would bother me and help me come up with tactics to handle my emotions. And it's actually crazy because a lot of my insecurities that were pretty deep rooted just from building up over the years actually came down to a lack of self-confidence. And she was able to help me trace the issue back to the source, and I realized that the issue was never the outside circumstances, but within myself. So there was a lot of work to do there. there. A lot of inner self-work, building my confidence, learning to trust myself, and truly love myself. I'm so grateful that I had therapy to lean on because I wanted to be the best me and show up as the best me for myself, but also my relationship. So if you've been thinking of starting therapy, maybe you don't know where to begin, BetterHelp could be the right fit for you. You can go to betterhelp.com/Ava to get 10% off your first month of therapy. I'll also have a link down below that you can check out because your mental health always matters. We did some Halloween decorating a little bit later in the month than we were initially planning, but super cute. Just added a few little things here and there, but definitely feeling festive in here. I am indeed a 24-year-old woman spending her afternoon assembling this puzzle that I started last night. It's Party Wave. It's 1,000 pieces, which is honestly insane. And I forgot that we had this. I was sitting on the couch on my phone yesterday. And you know when you're just on your phone and you're like, get me off of this phone, but then you keep scrolling because you don't know what to do. I remembered that I had a puzzle and I was like, that honestly sounds so nice. I feel like it's really peaceful and actually uses your brain a little bit. So that's, you know, a little more stimulating. So anyway, I think it'd be really fun to do this, but I took out my vlog camera because I just got a very exciting email. I feel like let's actually have a little chat here. I need to get away from this puzzle because I'm kind of locked in right now, but I really want to talk to you guys about this. I'm so excited. I can't even believe what I'm about to tell you. I just got the email saying that we are confirmed for our first venue tour, which is crazy because when I started this video, I hadn't even like reached out or anything. So I've been busy. I've been putting in that work. I've been doing a bunch of research on venues. Mike and I'm very grateful for this. We are aligned on the vibe that we want. And so I've just been searching for something that has fit it. I've been to 2 weddings here, so that's always nice just because I've kind of seen some of the vibes that's available for like wedding venues here on Oahu. But yeah, I reached out to one that I am so excited to get a tour of, and we're going in a few days here. So obviously I'm gonna bring you along. That to me is kind of like, okay, we're actually getting the ball rolling here, which I wasn't expecting to do so soon, I guess, but also like, I don't know. I know I didn't want an engagement longer than 2 years. I feel like even over 1.5 years, I would have been like, okay, let's just get it going here. I understand why people have longer engagements. And then I literally have friends that have gotten engaged and then gotten married within the same like 6 months. For me, I kind of just wanted to get the ball rolling and I don't know, maybe like a little bit over 1 year of engagement. It's just crazy that we are gonna look at a venue and I feel like it'll definitely feel real that we are actually getting married. Oh my gosh. So things are moving ahead. I honestly was just not even gonna start this yet because I'm just so lazy. And I also don't know where to start. I've never obviously planned a wedding or anything. I'm so unfamiliar with it that I'm a procrastinator at heart. So I was kind of just gonna put it off. But I feel like you can't do that with booking venues because they book up, especially since here it's a very popular destination wedding place. So you kind of have to book things over 1 year in advance. I'm actually really happy now that the ball is rolling. So we have that coming up. And then the next week we have another venue tour. And so I'm hoping in my head, it would be ideal if we could lock in a date by November. That would be great because then I feel like once you I'll put my list again on the screen. I know this is not everything that I need to do, but in my head, these are like some of the things that I just needed to put down. Obviously, first things first, guest list, which we did. You kind of need to have a general idea of your head count just because that'll also determine certain venues that you can get married at because some places are small wedding venues, some are bigger. So we figured out a guest list, which that is like the one thing we can cross off the list. And then once we book the venue, I feel like that's when shit's really gonna get real because 1, the countdown can officially start, and 2, once you know the venue, once you have an actual date, I feel like that's when you can actually start planning the vendors, book your photographer, your videographer, all the other things. But the venue is like the first thing that needs to happen. So I'm really excited to go on these 2 tours. Other than that, there's like 2 other places that I want to tour, so we'll do that eventually. But yeah, we have 2 venue tours coming up. Also, for literally the first time ever, I have created a wedding Pinterest board. Here's a sneak peek at the vibes. We're picturing lots of greenery, lots of flowers, lots of native flowers, palm trees, outdoor vibes. I am so excited. I've talked about this before. I don't know if I've talked about it here on YouTube or more so on TikTok, but I never really like dreamed of my wedding. And so I'm totally starting from scratch here. I feel like I have friends, I say that because I have friends who have had Pinterest boards of their wedding dress, of their like wedding venue, the vibes that they want since they were in high school, and I just never did. So it's honestly really fun to go on Pinterest, kind of cultivate the vibes just so that we have a visual of something similar to what we want. And then I also made a Pinterest board for the first time of wedding dresses. I only have like 7 that are actually pinned. There's that. And I did that because I'm also going wedding dress shopping, which I don't know if it's too soon to be doing that, but within this next month, I booked a day, booked the appointments. I'm so excited, but I honestly do not have like a dream dress in mind. I know what I don't like I know what I'm like absolutely not, and I know what I like, but I just don't have in my head like my dream dress. So it'll be fun to try on and kind of, you know, have a say yes to the dress moment. So yeah, Pinterest has been my best friend. There's a lot more other boards I want to make. I want to make a board for like our bridal court, our groomsmen and our bridesmaids, just to kind of see what kind of vibe we want for that. I need to make a board for, you know what, these are all really like not that important to get done, but it's honestly just fun and it's getting me excited. What else is a girl to do other than make Pinterest boards? Those are my wedding updates. I feel like I was not expecting, when I started this video, I was not expecting to have these updates. I feel like now that we're getting the ball rolling with the whole venue tour thing, I'm like, oh my gosh, we are doing this. Like, we are going to be wedding planning. I still have so much to figure out. If you have any tips at all, things that you wish you knew, please leave them down below. I would really appreciate it. We're still in the beginning stages, but a week ago we weren't even thinking about any of this really yet. So now that we are, it's like, oh my gosh. On another note, I just got this frame in the mail, also from Mixed Tiles. If you saw, I think it was my vlog before the last, but it's basically super renter friendly. I just like it because it's so easy to put up and it's extremely easy to move around. It's an app. You pick a photo that you want framed, pick the size of the frame. So I got this photo framed because I just thought it was such a beautiful silhouette shot, and I was thinking of replacing this one. I love this photo. I think I'll end up putting this photo maybe in this hallway because over here we have this picture too, so that could be cute. That's so pretty. It's literally so easy. I gotta level it and stuff, but yeah, I think I like that there. Should I squeeze lemon or lime into this?
You have the lemon, please.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's going. That looks good. Taco bowls for dinner. If this does not excite you for adulthood, I don't know what will. Micah just left for work. He took an overtime shift for the night shift, so he's gone for the night. Poured myself a glass of wine. I did not drink this entire bottle. I had a little bit left of this when we had a dinner a few nights ago, but I really like this. I've been loving a glass of Sauvignon. I never really was into wine, and then we went to that winery in Michigan when I was with Hannah and Ellie, and for some reason, the vibes were just so good. I was like, I need more of this. And then I just started ordering it and it feels so adult. Like hard liquor, taking shots, I'm like, been there, done that. But a glass of wine, I feel like a proper lady. So now I'm sitting here drinking my wine and trying to get some work done on this puzzle, which as you can see is really not a lot. I've maybe clocked like 3 hours sitting here. It's 1,000 pieces, which is a lot. I feel like I should have chosen something a little bit of a lower level just because I almost ripped this apart a few times. And I was about to actually a few minutes ago because I'm just like, I don't even know. But yeah, this is my wild Friday night. I feel like if I could rewind and tell high school Ava, like show high school Ava just a picture of this with no context, I'd be like, I see the ring, I see the house. I'd be like, yes, Jesus answered my prayers. So I may have been doing a little bit of shopping. As you can see, there's a theme here. I've been buying some bridal outfits. I put that in air quotes because it's literally just pieces that are white that now feel bridal. They're not bridal, but I'm super excited about it. So I thought I'd do a little try on haul. This one's definitely not bridal, but it's just so cute. It's from Abercrombie. I'll link everything down below. I love the asymmetrical, like one's off the shoulder, one is on the shoulder. Love the polka dots. I think they had a few colors in this. Love the material. Feel fabulous. This top is a little bit wrinkly, but I splurged on it. It's from Reformation, which is definitely a little bit more of an expensive brand just because they are made with sustainability in mind. But I saw this top. I thought it was so cute. It ties, it's a little halter. I feel like I've been gravitating towards pieces that are a little more elevated, girly, feminine. I just love this so much. I think it's so pretty. It's not like outwardly white. It's kind of like a champagne color, but I thought this was super pretty. And then this one is from Aritzia. I actually think I got it for half off because this one was on sale for some reason. I do own this in black too. I think the frillies are so cute and fun. I feel like even just wearing it with jeans is really nice. Keep it a little more casual. You could also dress it up a bit, but yeah, I love this. Yay! I got this on without a single makeup stain. I think this is so flattering. I feel like it's crazy just how much the shape of a top can change the vibe because I have a lot of white tees, but this one, the way it just fits, the high neck, the kind of like, it's almost like a muscle tee, but the fabric also makes it a little more elevated. I love this. It'll be very easy to style. I would honestly just wear it like this, have a cute little purse, have some cute little shoes. I'm going on a trip at the end of this month actually, and I have a few sweaters, but I don't have any that are a light color, so I thought this would be fun. I really like the fit of this one. I feel like a lot of my other sweaters are extremely chunky. I wanted something that was a little more, not fitted, because it still has a little bit of a loose fit, but I didn't want something that I was like swimming in, and I think this is really cute. You could also wear it open as like a little cardigan, obviously. And then lastly, I got these pants. I don't own a lot of tailored nice pants like this, let alone in white. These are their effortless pants in the low rise, which it's still not super, like it's not on the bottom of your hips, but their regular style comes, like I have them, they come way above the belly button. I just wanted something that was a little more low rise. So this is also super cute. This is kind of a serve. The day is finally here. We're going to tour a wedding venue, our very first one. I'm so excited. I have a little notes list on my phone. I've been compiling some questions to ask. I think the tour is going to be about 1 hour just because at this particular venue there's different spots that you can actually have the reception and the ceremony and stuff. So I'm very excited. Should be very fun. I've been looking forward to this all week, so hopefully it goes well. Hey. Lots of greenery. We came to Hollywood Joe's for some drinks and an early dinner. That was literally the best tour, and we had so much fun, and we put a date on hold. So, and that's crazy. We put a date on hold. We put a wedding date on hold. It's crazy. Cheers to that. We ordered calamari, spicy poke, and Caesar salad. I'm so excited. I love today. Today has been great. We have a possible date for our wedding, which is crazy. We put like a hold on it, and then once we actually decide and put in a deposit, it'll be for certain. But it's just crazy. I like keep picturing this date in my head, and I'm obsessed with it. Like it just sounds good. It's one of those dates that when you say it out loud, it just like flows. Your girl's very happy. Also, Hollywood Joe's has like a very strong and very powerful espresso martinis, so.
Powerful.
I'm kind of on one right now, and it's just been like a beautiful day. And then we walked across the street and got some banana bread. I'm just like picturing everything. Like when we were doing the walkthrough, it was so cool because I was just like, wow, this could be the spot where we get married. And so, yeah, it was a very successful day. I'm like so feeling super excited and super lit on a Sunday. Here's banana bread. We don't have any forks in the car. This hits. It's from a little food truck in Haleiwa. I think it's called, let me look, Makua banana bread. Me eating this like a sandwich is crazy.